rights activist Omoyele Sowore has described the late Ernest Shonekan as a traitor and not a leader as many claimed he was. Shonekan reportedly died on Tuesday in Lagos State at the age of 85, generating reactions from the leaders and citizenry. Reacting, Sowore said Shonekan was not a leader but a traitor who betrayed Chief Moshood Kashimawo Abiola and a betrayer of Nigeria's quest for genuine democracy before and during the June 12, 1993 era. He also said Shonekan was not an interim leader as stated in many news outlets, clarifying that the concept of interim national government was already nullified by a Lagos High Court also in 1993. Sowore urged Nigerians to hold Nigerian leaders accountable both when alive and dead. He wrote, "When I learned of the death of Chief Ernest Shonekan today at the age of 85, I could not hold my anger at the reporting, including at Sahara reporters that claimed he was a Nigerian leader. Truth is that Chief Shonekan wasn't a leader. He was a traitor who betrayed Chief MKO Kashimawo Abiola and a betrayer of Nigeria's quest for genuine democracy before and during the June 12, 1993 era." Okay. Also, Chief Shonekan wasn't an interim leader as reported in many news. The illegal contraption he headed, known as the Interim National Government, which was put together by an equally evil traitor, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, was appropriately nullified by a Lagos High Court also in 1993 after he occupied the office of president only for 84 days. Nigeria should courageously address the sins of this bunch of wicked people when they are alive and when they die. The people of a child recently treated the death of Lucia Iriart, the widow of the Chilean dictator Augusto Pinochet, with scorn, even though she died at the age of 99. Don't talk about the dead. This and this and this and that. Okay, when the person is dead, all the sins are forgiven and what have you. Just like what he said, that does not mean that the record will not be pushed straight. What happened? And that is why we have a disjointed history today. Some people will say this, some people will say that. Just because it's dead, so they just forget about it. And people always like to talk good about the dead. And even if you have done something worse, I'm sure as we speak today, people still talk ill about Abacha. Nobody will come out and say, don't talk about the dead, don't talk about this and this and this and that. People always talk about him in a negative manner because of what he has done. Because I know a lot of people will come for Sowore and say, Sowore, go and sit down. You cannot be president, you cannot be this and that. Does that change the reality? It doesn't change reality. You will know the truth and the truth shall set you free. That does not change the reality from the facts. It doesn't change it. It doesn't change it. A lot of people just like, so rest in perfect be fine. But each role that each and every one of us play, no matter what, it will be there. If some people want to look the other way or to cover it, it's good. It's fine. That's their own choice. If other people want to really expose it for others to learn, so which is still good. Well, you cannot insult your way into the presidency. No matter how you try to make yourself trend, your chance of becoming a president, I told you, that is exactly what people are saying now. Because they can't be president. That does not change the fact from what he's saying. Whether he becomes the president, he does not become the president. Those who have become the president, who use propaganda to become president today, how is your life faring under them? How is your life faring under them? Nigeria has not forgotten your role in projecting Buhari to power. Things fell apart because you thought he didn't compensate you enough. A desperado, you are just a small-time hustler. That is what someone is telling Sowore. But does that change the fact You cannot come and tell us that, oh, what he said is not the truth. You don't even understand this message. Read and stay within the confine of this message. He's going other, he's going saying something. He cannot be president. What has that got to do? Have you, instead of you to tell us that, oh my goodness, Sowore, you lied. That is not what happened. That is what we expect from you. You said the record straight, but you're not saying anything. You're just saying it's insulting or whatever. That is the problem we have in this country. That is the problem. You lack confidence, Mr. Know-all. Who did you know prefer? Who do you now prefer to be president? Sentimental fellow. In 2017, Buhari had over 6 million votes. Over 6 million votes without a Sowore. 12 million 4 years later without Sowore in 2011. 15 million in 2015. How did Sowore help Buhari? In 2011, Buhari of CPC got over 12 million. 12 million votes. In 2015, he got 15 million. Did Sowore help Buhari get his 12 million in 2011? That's what someone is saying. That what has that got to do with the fact? We just look for somebody who say, oh, Mr. Man, your information is not correct. You can't say this, you can't say that. But no, they will just go personal with the person. Saraki admitting he campaigned for Buhari and gave him money for his campaign of 36 states. I paid Buhari's election money in 30 years, received no patronage, according to Saraki. Everybody will be saying what they feel like saying. When you are caught in the web of the Nigerian army of those days, now to follow instruction or your generations go enter extinction. Sure, even if you like insult Buhari and every other Nigerian politician, it won't stop you from scoring 10 votes in next coming general election. What has that got to do with what he said? Please try and debunk what he said. That is what we are talking about. People should leave all those stories and all of that. That is why you don't want to know the truth. That is why people will be doing nonsense. Instead of you to correct them, say, oh, you don't talk to others, you don't talk to this. It's not everything you see, you say. And meanwhile, things are getting worse. This is true because he betrayed democracy in 1993. I knew the truth about Nigeria and must surely come out. I know it's a lot of wrong things happened in Nigeria that has made the country non-progressive for 62 years. Some people deliberately withheld the development of the country, but God will always be God. Nobody will escape death except God's law is followed appropriately. Can someone be shown mercy? Nigeria past and present leaders will face judgments, whether they like it or not. Nobody has come out to tell us that Sowore is lying. We don't want to say the truth. Let's just go like that. And that is why we have a lot of wrong things out there. So guys, let's say your opinion on this and have your take.